Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm Gary, and this is not David. So it's a Saturday. It's 8 o'clock at night. I have not even begun to start responding to the comments from today's video. I have been running around literally all day. Um, I had a little time to exercise in the morning, and then Laura and I went to an estate sale, and then we spent the late morning and afternoon with my mom, and we came home and we were dividing up the loot from the estate sale. And so it's now 8 o'clock at night. I finally had a chance to have dinner, and I was talking to David on the phone. David and Shelley went out to the no Kings protests out in the East Bay, and they said there was a lot of people out there. I know yesterday when I was heading to Palo Alto, there was an impromptu No Kings protest in Redwood City that I got to honk and wave. Dave and Shelley sent me a video of what they saw in the East Bay. Um, what I didn't realize until I started doing a little research for this video is that it's not just the United States that's protesting this, and that's so heartening to me. Our friendly neighbors to the north in Canada were holding No Kings protests. Um, in Spain, in Germany, in throughout Europe, South Korea. Now, of course, in England, it's not a No Kings. I think they prefer like No Tyrants protest. Fine. We don't have to necessarily settle in on one noun there or one adjective, right? Yeah, it's against authoritarianism. I mean, that's what the protest is truly about. It's a stand against authoritarianism. Um, so I'm gonna look at the energy of the No Kings protest. It seems like there's a renewed energy on this. We've had a bit of a breather since the last protest. The last one I went to, it seemed like the energy level was down a little bit, like we were a little bit defeated. Boy, are we back! And I gotta say, it's probably because of our friends up in Portland have really re-energized this because we now have a magic arrow. We know what works, and dancing in an inflatable costume is just driving the MAGA faithful absolutely bonkers. They don't have a countermeasure for it, and so if they can't defend, we got to keep attacking with it, being silly, being non-threatening, but getting your point across, and they can't defend it, and it drives them nuts. I did a little research. Yeah, we'll look at what MAGA and Trump are thinking, but it's probably going to influence my reading of the cards. But Mike Johnson is basically blaming the No King protests as one of three things. They're either paid protesters, they're Antifa, or they're pro Hamas. I mean, because Jewish people don't, are good with authoritarianism, I suppose, right? Antifa, okay, literally means anti-fascist. So yeah, okay, Mike, I guess you're right. People who don't like fascism are out there protesting that. It's Antifa's not an organization, it is a mindset. It's a political mindset, Mike. You should be Antifa too, Mike Johnson. If you want to live in a democracy or representative democracy, you should be anti-fascist too. I mean, what if it went the other way? What if Joe Biden had decided he was going to just become super authoritarian? And then, MAGA's like, oh, he was. He made us, we made us wear masks. He didn't make you wear masks. Trump made you wear masks. But that was also, you're doing that for the benefit of the person around you, right? But still, you make us get vaccinations. Yeah, because it's for the benefit of the people around you, that you don't kill somebody next to you. I mean, seriously, how selfish are you? I guess that's a prerequisite to being MAGA is you only think about yourself. You don't give a flying flip about anyone else. So it's either pro Hamas, Antifa, or people who are paid. That seems to be they're trying to finger it on one of the three. Um, and so we'll look at the energy around the No Kings protest. We'll look at the energy around MAGA and Trump and how it's affecting them, and then just kind of the overall, what do we need to know? How is this going to work out for us? Entertainment purposes only. I hope we're all having a great Sunday. And let's just get this on. I'm going to give the cards one more shuffle. So let's take a look at the energy around the No Kings protest. You ready to go? Not David says he's ready. Okay, so here we go. All right, folks. And we're starting this off with Six of Cups. Okay, so what's the energy around the No Kings protest? Remember when we could just be kind to one another? You know, we didn't necessarily come from the same place, but we could agree to disagree, or we could show kindness to each other. You remember way back when? That seems like so long ago. The challenge is justice. Okay, so that's an interesting challenge. I was kind of hoping to be the Hierophant. That'd be an easy read. Okay, so the challenge is justice. The challenge is doing what's right. You know, this it would make more sense if you want to read this card as the red hat saying, I'm the big brother, you're the little sister, you do what I say. I think David would approve of that message, or that interpretation of the card. You know, I'm the big brother, you're the little sister, do what I tell you. And the challenge of that is it's not just. It doesn't align with the Constitution. It doesn't align with laws. You know, we have certain rights, you know, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. You can't just take those things away from us. Due process. Energy underneath it is the King of Cups. It's a very emotional issue. It's funny because the people that are outraged and protesting are the ones that are the emotionally mature ones. They're not out there lighting buildings on fire. The immature emotions are coming from the authoritarians, because they can't handle the humor of it. In the past, you got the Knight of Swords, just Trump going in there and recklessly charging through the Constitution and attacking it. Current energy is the High Priestess. Okay, so we're looking at the energy around the No Kings protest. High Priestess, their secrets and knowledge, and it's the divine knowledge, understanding what's going on. What is that card telling me? It's like, you know right from wrong, you know the truth. You know, why aren't you embracing this? Overarching energy is the Fool. Just a new journey. So the Fool is the beginning of a journey. High Priestess is the second stop on the journey after you visit the Magician. You know, we're in a completely different world right now in the United States. We are so close to a fascist government. We've never been like this before. And it's funny because the ones that are driving us there are the ones who purportedly love the Constitution and love the United States. And yet somehow everything the United States stand for, they're against. So we're on a new path. This could also be the No Kings protest, you know, with the folks in Portland have come up with a new approach. And this approach has energized the protests. I get a better feeling that way. The lesson to be learned is the Seven of Swords. Don't let them steal your rights. Don't let them take those things away from you. You have to be ever vigilant. Don't let them get away with it. Outcome, death. And for me, this is bringing an end to the authoritarian, the whole authoritarian movement. The energy right now in the No Kings movement is bringing this to an end. So, good energy. The cards are very mixed. I mean, if I was so inclined, I'm sure I could read them in a way that makes it look like, yeah, don't worry, this No Kings thing, it's a whole bunch of nothing that is just going to die a horrible death. I don't get that feeling. I'm actually feeling encouraged. There's a lot of discouraging things happening in the world, But the fact that it's not just us in the United States, that it's the folks in Canada, the folks in Europe, the folks in Asia, in Japan and South Korea, they look at this and they're protesting too. God love you. We truly appreciate you. All right, how's Trump and MAGA feeling about this? Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Well, rich people enjoying the rich life. We've got all the power, we've got all the money, we've got all the control. We're just, we're enjoying the finer things of life. There's the magician. Well, we had the fool and the high priestess. He had to be in there somewhere, right? The challenge is the magician. We're on a new path and we're figuring it out. And we've got a new tactic. And that too, the second card, the major arcana, the high priestess is, and this tactic is working. This is getting the information out there, and we're figuring out that it's working. I think that's what that card was trying to say. I always have a tough time with the high priestess card for whatever reason. But how is Trump and MAGA? We're enjoying our finer things. We're wealthy. We have all the power, all the control. But there's something happening. There's attacks that are happening that are affecting us. Energy underneath it is the Lovers. And this attack, it's not just in the United States. It's all of our allies are joining in. That it's a coordinated effort. The Lovers is about, it's not transactional. It's the deep strategic, the big picture stuff. It's completely understanding each other. It's not physical attraction. It's understanding each other and really having a connection and a bond. And it seems like a lot of our allies understand this and they're joining in. In the past, Three of Swords, heartbreak, betrayal, just wanting to kill this whole anti-fascist movement. They're not happy about it. They've got their three excuses. You're pro-Hamas, you're Antifa, or you're paid actors for this. Which is ironic because the Republicans are the ones that actually pay people to go to their rallies, right? Duh. It's every accusation is a confession with them. Current energy, King of Cups. Not sure how to process this. The King of Cups has been kind of a challenging card for us. I want to say it was Libby was thinking that this could be Trump in some way. I'm not sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, but she's starting to see this either as democracy or Trump. But the current energy is the King of Cups. This is kind of mastering your emotions. Don't take the bait. Don't get baited. Be calm and cool and collected. That doesn't sound like the Republicans to me. So we could just reverse it, which is, you know what? We got to find some other way to piss them off. This could just be they're watching the No Kings protests, ironically, a king card, right? And realizing that the emotionally mature people are the ones out there protesting, and they're not being stupid about it. Overarching energy is the Knight of Swords. This was in the past, right? We got to find a way to kill this. We got to go in there and send in. This is your sending in ICE. This is sending in your National Guard. We got to kill this movement as quickly as we can. Take no prisoners. Or in this case, take lots of prisoners and then send them to different countries without due process. The lesson to be learned is temperance. What they should be doing is trying to balance their approach. They're being too rash. They're being too harsh. They're being they're not taking their time and thinking about it. And they really should be calming the hell down and figuring out, how do we calm this situation down? What can we do differently? They don't want to do anything differently. They're damn happy with what their approach is. Why would they want to change it? But that's the lesson they need to learn, is the detox. What's the outcome? Oh, hey, the Tower, bringing down bringing down the establishment. Interesting. Interesting. Once again, not great cards if you are MAGA. If you're MAGA, you probably haven't made it this far, anyways. Um, yeah, so we got the Tower moment coming. And I think maybe that's what the Republicans are. Maybe that's what why you're getting the Knight of Swords, is they see the writings on the wall. You know, dear leader is not in a great place physically or mentally, and they've got to do as much as they can while he has influence, because once he's gone, their power goes away. All right, let's take a look at the energy. What's the outcome energy of these No Kings protests? What's the outcome energy of this? All right. And for those of you who left comments today, thank you. I truly appreciate it. I will respond to them soon. I'm going to be sitting on the couch in about 20 minutes, half watching TV and responding to comments. Okay. Okay, so what's the outcome of this, of the No Kings protest? What do we need to know? Okay, once again, the foundation is the Seven of Swords. Don't let them take away the things that are important to you. Swords are about intellect. You know, don't. Trump likes dumb people. If you only leave two swords to the ground, you don't have the most intelligent people left. Don't let them take the things that are important. Challenge. The cross is death. If you let him take it away, it brings an end to things. That's interesting. So let me stop and think about this now. Okay, so we're looking at what's the outcome of the No Kings. Okay, I'm going down the path. If they take the stuff away, they're trying to take stuff away, but they're coming near the end. I think that's where I'm going with this. They are going to continue to, okay, collective duh. Okay. They're going to continue to try and take things away. But the challenge is they're running out of time. This whole Trump era is coming to an end finally. Interesting. Energy underneath it. Judgment. Judgment Day's coming. I think we're coming near the end of this, actually. That's hopeful. Judgment is coming. In the past, Five of Cups, not happy with what's been happening in front of us. But behind us, there are good things still behind us. If you want to look at this is kind of like the past is in front of you, the future is behind you, right? It's kind of an opposite card, right? Unhappy with what's in front of you, but there's something okay coming. A current energy, Nine of Swords. The anxiety. Hopefully the anxiety's coming to an end. That, everything that we've been put through. Overarching energy is the Ten of Pentacles. This is about legacy. Once again, it's another end of cycle card. That we put the old man to bed, and it's time for the younger generation to step forward and show what they value. It just could be families too. Just embracing families. Maybe bringing families back together again. Lesson to be learned. So we're looking at the outcome of these No Kings protests. And what do we need to know? Outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. Just there's a new opportunity coming forth. That's the lesson. This is the beginning of a new era. We're ending the old era. Oh, okay. So maybe what this is saying is that we're ending the old era where we're worshiping money, which is funny because it seems like we're worshiping money. But in this case, a pentacle is a thing of, it's not money. It's a thing of value. It could be money. It could be votes. It could be an idea. It could be anything that's of value. So stop worrying about money and start worrying about, there's going to be an opportunity to start something new from this. And there's the high priestess again. And we've got a new way forward. We've got some intelligence, we've got some knowledge that'll help us move forward in a new way. Okay, that's what I've got. It's encouraging. I might be wrong. I hope not. But it's encouraging. Anyways, I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're having a good Sunday. I'm going to see David later this morning. We talked briefly about doing a live. So stay tuned. We may have a live stream coming up. Sometimes we sort of do these things on the fly. Yeah, so if you like these videos, give us a thumbs up. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell. We'll wake you up at midnight with a new one just like this. And leave a comment. I read them all, respond to many. Of course, I'm going to be starting to respond to a couple hundred comments at 8:30 at night. So I'm going to be busy. Okay, so let's give a couple of shout outs here. Okay. Oh, Chromatic Daisies again. Hi, Chromatic Daisy. How are you? Chromatic Daisy, as I remember, you lost a kitty cat, like a 15-year-old kitty cat, and you were sharing how you're kind of down, and your birthday was yesterday, I'm assuming. So Chromatic Daisy, I hope you had a good birthday. I know it's hard when you lose a family member like that. Those cats, they really find their way into your heart. So I hope your birthday was okay. So happy birthday to you. And we'll give you a special card. Oh, yeah, here we go. Got to make sure the bikini top's on there. You got the world card there, Chromatic Daisy. The world is your oyster. And then Teresa Spriggs. Hi, Teresa. Teresa made a very kind contribution to the channel. Yay! Dave and I are celebrating with the Four of Wands. Of course, Dave has no idea that you donated to the channel, and I'm not about to tell him. Okay, those are the only two that I had saved in my photos. So let's see what's going out on the community page these days. All right. Okay. So so while I'm scrolling through this, how about a card for the rest of us while I'm going through this? The Emperor card. No kings. For those of you that were out there protesting, thank you so much for having your voices be heard. I was with my mom. I just didn't have the time to get out there and do what I wanted to do. Luana Bailey, thank you so much for your kind contribution to the channel. 6 of Wands. Yay! The victory for Luana. And then Susan Francis. Hey, Susan. How are things in Australia? A nice contribution from Susan. Yes, because now you got the 9 of Pentacles, Susan. You are the woman living the high life. Okay, and that's pretty much what I've got for you. I hope you're all having a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon. Take care, folks. Bye. How about a card for Not David? You want a card? Okay, Barbara, here's a Not David card for everyone out there. Page of Pentacles. It's all about don't worship money, just worship things of value. Hopefully, it's a new start for us all. Hope you all have a great day. Bye.